Hello, fourth grade parents. My name is Lauren Tarantino, and I am your child's homeroom teacher. This means I teach all of their subjects, including reading, English, spelling, handwriting, math, science, and social studies. We will also be eating lunch together in the classroom every day, and I'm going to be taking you briefly on a tour of the classroom so that you can see where your child will be spending his or her day while they are with me. And I will talk to you about our classes and what you can expect. So this is our classroom. It's very beautiful. I have a wonderful fish tank over in the corner, and right here is where we keep track of the days and the calendar events. Our rules for what's important in the classroom. Over here in the corner, we have parts of speech, adjectives, pronouns, adverbs, prepositions, verbs, and nouns, because I really feel that those kinds of things are absolutely very important in our classroom. We've started to collect some of the plants for our wonderful garden. Over here, we have our fish tank, which all of the children have helped me to name the fish. Here we have our section where your student will be able to keep all of their gardening supply tools. We have our reading corner here. And then up here to our smart board, where we do lots of interactive work, as well as watching specific videos that go along with our curriculum and Zoom meetings and announcements. So I would like to tell you a little bit about myself, first of all. I have a bachelor's degree from Louisiana State University, as well as a master's degree in education and a doctorate in education from the University of New Orleans. I am currently working on a master's degree in history as well. This is my first year at Arding Cahill, but I spent 6 years as a homeschool teacher and another 17 years teaching college-level reading and English at Delgado Community College. I also have 2 children here at Arding Cahill, and they love it, and we are very excited to become part of the Arding Cahill community. So let's get started talking about our classes for the year. So the fourth grade is really the beginning of new responsibilities and privileges that go along with being in the fourth grade. You can expect that we will continue with binder checks, just like we did in the third grade each quarter. We will also be doing exact definition quizzes, and the closer we get to Christmas, your children will begin walking themselves to their own cultural classes. We'll be working on the fourth grade garden, which everyone is really excited about and looking forward to, especially in the planting and harvesting that they will be doing from the garden. We'll be taking 2 field trips. One of them will be to the insectarium, which goes along with the arthropod project. The other one will be a field trip to the Washington Parish Fair, which talks about agriculture. So that will go perfect with our garden and our journal writing. There will be quarterly projects for each quarter. The first quarter project is a project about AR points. Your student will be required to get at least 10 AR points. They can use their summer reading books, and all they have to do is come in and take the test. And when they pass the test, they get the points. That being said, your students should always have an AR book with them in the event that they are not doing any of their assignments or their finished work or they finish early. They can always take out an AR book and then go from there. And they'll have plenty of time for reading and they'll be ahead on their AR reading. In reading, we are on level 4. We'll be doing 2 novel studies this semester. One of them is called Number the Stars by Lois Lowry, and the other is The Sign of the Beaver. We'll be doing vocabulary along with the stories, and we'll be working on reading skills like predicting, drawing conclusions, and summarizing. We'll also have weekly comprehension quizzes that discuss each of the stories that we read in our reading book. In spelling, there will be a new unit each week. There will be a new quiz and a test that goes along with each unit. So you can expect that by the end of the first 9 weeks, you will have covered 9 units. Every quarter, there will be a spelling bee, and it will be words taken from the units, as well as challenge words. In English, we are working from the McGraw-Hill Language English book for 5th grade. We will be talking about the mechanics of sentences, like fragments and run-ons, and declarative sentences, imperative sentences, compound sentences, how to use conjunctions, how to use adverbs and verbs, parts of speech including nouns and adjectives, and the students are really looking forward to all of this. We will also be talking about handwriting this year. Handwriting is very important. They do learn cursive. Students can get a grade in satisfactory, which means that their handwriting is good, not satisfactory, or needs improvement. They will be graded on neatness, and they have a book on handwriting. In math, we're using a book called Go Math. We are going to be discussing place value, multiplication, division, fractions, geometry, even algebra. Each week, the students will be taking timed quizzes on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, as well as tests that go along with the units that we are currently talking about. In science, we will be reading the Louisiana Science A Closer Look book with 4 key areas. The first is life science, then earth science, then physical science, and then health sciences. These will correspond with our work in the garden, and we'll also be talking about the way water works and the water in the oceans and evaporation and condensation. So it's going to be an all-around encompassing science experiment. There will be weekly vocabulary quizzes, so make sure that your student studies every week to make sure that they get the correct definitions and words together. Also, there will be tests and quizzes on each chapter. In social studies, we'll be using the Horizons, States, and Regions book. We'll be discussing all 50 states, as well as weather patterns and how it affects life and culture and resources. We will be discussing historical events, presidential elections, presidents, states and capitals, and there will be a test on all 50 states at year's end. Since your student is now in the 4th grade, he or she is also eligible to participate in our geography bee at the end of the year. And we will be working on mapping skills and a vocation study at the end of the year where students will be able to see job possibilities for their futures. Our grading scale in all classes is 50% homework, 50% classwork, and 50% grades and tests. So homework and classwork are together, and then grades and tests are together. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to give me a call or to email me. I am always available to help out, and I really love working with your students already. So I really want to make this the best year for them and for you too. So I'm hoping that we can really work on a parent-student and teacher relationship and make sure this year runs very smoothly. Thank you.